Let's get started. I'm so excited. Y'all. Hello. I got my blanket. I left my jacket somewhere. I think I left my jacket upstairs when I was open Kinsley. And the air is like beeping on me. But happy freaking Tuesday. How are y'all doing? I'm excited. I have like 3 lives tonight. I have this, and then I have my co-working session with my money saving academy. And then I'm going to be doing a live inside of like a women in business Facebook group later tonight. And I am just so amped up. Thank you guys so much for joining me, y'all. Like the wall is growing. 3 women have joined the Moneymakers Academy since yesterday, and I'm freaking blown away. There is only 2 VIP spots left. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but I'm so amped up because I just wrote their names. And in a little bit, we're going to put all 3 of these ladies on the wall. And yes, one of them is my freaking mother. My mother has signed up, y'all. Like, my mother is signed up. I'm like so happy. So let me know where you're watching from in the comments. And for today's video, we're going to talk about how I run my business and my favorite business tools and systems that I use. So for anyone that's new, I know I've been screaming at you for 2 minutes, but hello, my name is Crystal, aka Krys the Maximizer. I am a money and coupon strategy coach, and I am here to help you save money and make money, right? So you can do more of what you want and live the life that you want. I'm so excited to be here. I have been on YouTube for 3 years. I've been couponing for 13 years, and I've been making money like probably equally as long. I've been making money since I was a child. I'm gonna say 20 years your girl has been making money, because I probably remember being 10 years old making some dollars, and your girl's over 30 now. So we've been making money for 20 years. I've helped over 20 women successfully start side hustles and businesses and make consistent money. So we are digging in right now. Let's see who we have here. Let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Janie's here, one of my star students. Kim's here. Hey, Kim. Chantel's here from Virginia. Terrell's here. Hey, Terrell. He's another star student, y'all. He saved 10 grand in like 6 months in the Money Saving Academy. Janie's in Illinois. My mother is here. Hello, mother. All right, y'all. We're going to dig in. I'm excited. I want to talk to you guys today about the systems and my favorite things to use for my business. I am not a one-woman show. I was only a one-woman show for probably about the first 11 months of my YouTube channel. And then at that 12th month, I hired my virtual assistant. Shortly thereafter, I hired my sister. And then this year, I hired another team member. And I actually hired 2 team members, but one had to like focus on family. So literally, I'm going to talk to you about my favorite systems and my favorite people to hire in my business. So one of the things that I learned from my business coach was to hire a team. She makes us do this exercise, and she's like, what are the things you can delegate to somebody else? What are the things that you don't need to touch? Before I got with my business coach in November, I hired my virtual assistant in August. I hired her because I had went to a conference called Creative at Heart, and everyone was talking about like how they hired a VA, a virtual assistant to help them. So I was thinking, if I hire a virtual assistant while I work at my 9 to 5, she could do some stuff for me each week while I'm at work, and then things could be getting done. So I thought about it for I went to Creative at Heart in June. I hired her in August. So it took me about 2 months to really like take the leap. And all the women I met there were like, hire before you're ready, hire before you're ready. My coach preached the same thing. Delegate before you're ready. How much is an hour of your time worth? And would you rather be making that money in an hour, or would you be rather spending that money doing a task that anyone can do? Like, no one can record my YouTube videos because like I am Krys the Maximizer, right? Maybe Kinsley could do a video or 2, right? But no one can like show up and record my videos. People can edit my videos. People can create my thumbnails, do the description boxes, upload. There's so many things behind the scenes that other people can do that I don't have to do. So I hired my virtual assistant for that. I like to call my team the team of Ericas. Why? All of them are named Erica. So my first favorite thing in my business is to have a team. Have a team. My team is my favorite thing Number one. Because without my team, this YouTube channel, the Money Saving Academy, the Money Makers Academy, any workshop, live training, anything you see me doing is because my team has put in the work. And welcome everybody who's popping on. Let me know where you're watching from down in the comments, right? I would not be where I am today without my team of Ericas. I take every opportunity that I can to thank them. I do. So let's talk about this team of Ericas. Let's talk about the OG Erica, which is my virtual assistant. And she helps me with a lot of back office things. So with those emails that you get, okay, Angel Liza's here from Louisiana. Hello, girlfriend. All those emails that you get from Krys the Maximizer, yeah, my virtual assistant sent those. She sets up the live. So she scheduled this live for me to show up for. My virtual assistant set that up. She sets up my email sequences in the background. So when you join the Moneymakers Academy, you get an automated email. Erica set that up for it to come out. She posts all of my Instagram posts. I write the captions, but she does the posts. Mia's here from Cali. Hey, Mia, girl from Cali. Sandy's in South Florida. Hey, Sandy, thanks for joining. She does so much stuff in the background, right? When people's payments fail, she sends out the emails that said, hey, hi, we love you, but your payment didn't go through. You want to update your credit card? So she helps me with so many things. I would not be able to function without her. She does like special projects for me. Oh my gosh, y'all, how can I forget? She edits the podcast. Literally, I record the podcast. Erica does everything else. Hey, Liz, thanks for joining us. Literally love my virtual assistant. My second team member is truly near and dear to my heart, y'all. My only blood baby sister, who we're like BFFs now. Like, she has another BFF, but like she's my BFF, right? And she's my baby sister. But something happened where she had started a business. I helped her start a business, right? And she was making these beautiful graphics for her business. And I said, her nickname, I said, can I pay you to make me these graphics? And at this point, she was a teacher. She didn't want to be a teacher. She wanted to make some extra money. And she was like, yes. So I hired my sister to be my graphic designer simply because she started a business and made pretty graphics. And I wanted her to make pretty graphics for me. And I want to say I hired her towards the end of 2018. I want to say she's been with me all of 2019, all of 2020, and this year, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I hired her in early 2019, but I'm pretty sure I remember her doing December graphics for me in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So like my sister makes 90% of my YouTube thumbnails and templates. She makes most of my Instagram posts. If it's not just a picture of me, my sister made it. She makes my YouTube banners. She makes my Facebook banners. Anything that I need that looks visually appealing. She creates templates for my slides. If you've ever been to any of my workshops in the past 2 years, my sister made the slides for me. So she took a template. She put pictures of me in there. She put my brand colors in there. Like, she makes it all look pretty, right? She makes thumbnails and she makes templates, and then I can just change words. Hey, Tammy, thanks for joining us. Like, and she does it all that for me, because making pretty things look pretty is not my zone of genius. My zone of genius is showing up in coaching, making videos, recording podcasts. I can help you make some money and save some money, but graphic design is not for me. So my second Erica, my baby Erica, is my sister, and she's my graphic designer. And my third Erica, shout out to her. She has been a part of the Money Saving Academy almost since the beginning. She's one of my OG money savers, and I hired her to be my community manager. So she is in the Facebook group every single day. She's motivating, she's encouraging. She does a word of the month. She answers questions. She is helping people when I'm not there, right? She's my person to manage the community. If things need to be escalated to me, she brings them to me. She also brings me a lot of ideas. A lot of things that I did inside the Money Saving Academy was inspired by Erica sending me an email of like 10 suggestions, because I would always be like, what do you guys want? What else? How else can I help you? And she and a couple of other people would always send me suggestions, but Erica will always send me the most. So when I decided to hire for the Money Saving Academy, I started with my existing people. They, first off, they know me, they like me, they trust me. They obviously support me because they're paying to be in the membership. And then they also understand the way I work and the way my business works. So hiring from within was like my number one strategy. So I hired her on, and she's been with us since the beginning of this year. Love it. Just had a call with her on Monday. Everything's going great. I'm adding more hours and more things for her to do. She's going to be doing some other things inside the Money Saving Academy that I think is really going to elevate us to the next level. So yes, I just spent about 8 minutes speaking about my team because I need you guys to know that I'm so grateful for them. And in the beginning, you will probably be a one woman or a one man show, right? Maybe your spouse will help you. And I need to give a shout out to Bay. Shout out to my hubby Bay because he be helping too. Bay gives some fly ideas. He supports me and he be cooking, he be driving, he be cleaning so that I can freaking work and be in my zone of genius. Okay. So Bay is another team member, even though he's not an Erica, he's on the team and he's very, very supportive and helpful. And he really does help me in the business. I mean, he's taking pictures in CVS and Walgreens. He's doing photo shoots for us. He's helping me carry stuff, organize the stockpile. Like if I'm doing stuff, I'm always dragging Bay around with me to help me. So shout out to him and to Kinsley. She don't be in the store with me as much anymore. But Kinsley in them early days, like she was definitely my camera girl. She was definitely posing and holding stuff for me. And I definitely use Kinsley for clickbait. People were watching my videos just to see a little girl coupon. So shout out to my team of Ericas plus Bay and Kinsley because I would not be able to run my business without any of them. And I mean that sincerely. So a team is my favorite business system because I would not function without them. Okay. Now, I'm going to get into some things that some of these things you have to pay for. Some of these things are free, but these are the things that I use in my side hustle too, but things that I use in my business to make it easier. Okay. Uh-oh, my Instagram timed out. Okay. Things that I use to make it easier. I talk about, and I'm going to go through inside the Money Makers Academy, which is my 6-month group coaching program that helps you make consistent money with your side hustle. I literally show you everything. So I do a screen share. I show you all the things that I'm about to talk to you about. I literally show them how I do it in my business. It's not just me talking at you or talking to you. I'm actually holding your hand and walking you through the process of making consistent money with your side hustle. So if you want to make consistent money with your side hustle, even if you don't know what your side hustle is, can you drop some money signs in the chat for me? I want to see the chat and all of my social medias full of money. If you want to start a side hustle and make consistent money every month, I need to see the money signs down in the chat. The first thing, and I'm actually using it so I can't show it to you, is my work phone. So the story of the work phone came in 2016. I was promoted to a sales recruiter at my 9-to-5 job. I was a sales recruiter for a timeshare company. And they gave you a phone reimbursement. So they would pay a portion of your phone bill every month. But in turn, you needed to use that phone to email and call and text customers. Okay. Customers, what do we call them? Leads, new hires. You need to use your cell phone. I did not want my personal phone number given out to hundreds of candidates. When I say I was reaching out to hundreds of people, I was reaching out. We had to do a minimum of 15 reach outs a day, which was 75 a week. So we were doing 300 reach outs a month minimum. I didn't want those people calling me on my personal phone. I also wanted to be able to close my work phone and put it away when I was not working. So I went to AT&T and I said, one, how much is it to add an iPhone? Because, work would give you a phone, but they were going to give you an Android and I didn't want that. So the work was giving me like almost $100 reimbursement. So I said, bet. I went and I bought a new iPhone. I think at that point I got an iPhone 7. And I was like, how much is it to add to my bill? And I got the free add-a-line upgrade. And I was like, how much is it to pay for the phone? It was less than the money that they were giving me. And I said, bet. So with that being said, I got my work phone in 2016. So when I got fired in 2019, I was used to having 2 phones. I've had 2 phones since 2016, and I don't know how to live without 2. One right here is on TikTok, and one right here is on Instagram. My family, my friends, everyone who knows me knows that I have 2 phones. So when I started YouTube in 2018, I was like, shh. This is the work phone. So it worked for my full-time job and it worked for my business. So I used my phone, and the work couldn't get mad at me because it was my personal line with AT&T. It wasn't the work phone that they gave me, right? So I used that to record all my YouTube videos. So all of my YouTube videos have been recorded on an iPhone. I've never used a camera. I've only used an iPhone. I use that to text people, call people, anything that I needed for my side hustle. I used it on my work phone. And I also used my work phone for when I was calling candidates and all that kind of stuff too. So my work phone is probably the next investment that I enjoy. Now, is it a lot now? Because I've since upgraded my work phone to an iPhone 11, and my personal phone is an iPhone 10. And I don't plan on upgrading anymore because my iPhone 10 is almost paid off. And my next iPhone, I'm probably just going to pay outright for it, right? But the point is, having this work phone allowed me to record my videos, edit my videos. And side note, y'all want to know my secret? All of my solo podcast episodes, you guessed it, are recorded on an iPhone. My interviews are recorded on my laptop via Zoom, but all of my podcast episodes and the one that's dropping tomorrow, it sounded so crisp. I literally use this, and I'm just sharing all my secrets. I use this, and I use my pop filter and record on a freaking iPhone my podcast. That has over 5,000 downloads, mind you. Actually, 5,200 downloads, which I'm like blown away by. So if you haven't listened to the Couponing with Krys to Maximize a podcast, like go listen on Apple Podcasts. Please, please, please leave me a review. It's on Spotify. It's on Google Podcasts. It's on Amazon Podcasts. It's everywhere, right? So my work phone is my next favorite investment. Whenever Kinsley would need a phone, she would like use my phone to play with. I love having two phones. If one dies, I always have another. I always have a backup. I always have an option. All of my work apps and icons are on my work phone. All of my social media is on my work phone. The only social media I have on my personal phone is TikTok, but everything else is on my work phone, okay? So my work phone has been very helpful for me, and it's okay that I have a little bit of a higher phone bill because the work phone pays for itself, okay? So that's the second thing. Next, before I talk about Outlook, I'm going to talk about the Google Suite. Everyone who's watching on YouTube has to have a Gmail because you got to have a Gmail on YouTube, right? Google Suite is free. It is by far one of the best tools you can use. You're probably like, Crystal, what's the Google Suite? And inside of the Moneymakers Academy, we're going to have a whole month where we talk about systems and tools and automations to put your business together. So we're going to go into depth of this. But the Google Suite mainly that I use is Gmail. Gmail's unmatched when it comes to email. All of my emails are under Gmail. So my hello@KrysTheMaximizer.com, yeah, it's run on a Gmail platform. Podcast@KrysTheMaximizer.com, I bought that through Gmail. And help@KrysTheMaximizer.com, I bought that through Gmail. Now, my KrysTheMaximizer@gmail.com is free, and I still have that. But the hello, the help, and the podcast, I pay $6 a month to have my hello@KrysTheMaximizer.com, and I pay $6 for help, and I pay $6 for podcasts, right? $6 is a very small investment to have an email address with your domain. When I wanted to up level to a business and not just a side hustle, I want to have my domain name, which is KrysTheMaximizer.com. I wanted to have an email, right? Google makes that very simple. With every Google email address that you have, you also get the Google Suite, which includes Google Docs, Google Drives, Google Sheets. What else is in here that I'm forgetting? Let's just look at everything. Your YouTube, Google Play, Google Meet, which is kind of like Zoom but different, Google News, Google Contacts, Google Chat, your Google freaking Calendar, y'all. You cannot live without the Google Calendar. Google Photos, Google Slides. Thank you, Chantel. I'm going through all of it. Google Finance, Google Blogger, Google Books, Google Hangouts, Google Jamboards, y'all. They have Google effing everything. Okay? Google Earth. No, what's going on? Uh-oh. I did something. I got too excited. Okay, there we go. Google freaking everything. The Google Suite is everything. So let me just talk to you about the top things I use in the Google Suite. First off is Google Gmail, Google Mail. Like, I don't even know what else to say about it, but Google Mail, Gmail, it's great. Even though I have hello@KrysTheMaximizer.com, it's still within a Gmail platform. I can sort my emails and everything like that. Okay, I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. I see lots of money signs from Joya. Yes, Joya, can't wait to get you inside. From my mother, from Natasha, just got off a call with Natasha. So excited to work with you. I left one of your playlists on repeat. Thank you. Thank you, Blanca. I appreciate that. Janie was in my last round of Moneymakers Academy. Liz says I'm positive. Thank you. Thanks, Chantel, for reminding me of that. Hey, Love for Mary, thanks for joining us. Breezy says money. Yes, let's make this money, y'all. So I'm a squirrel. Let's go back. Google Mail cannot live without Gmail. Okay. Google Docs. I probably have easily 1,000 Google Docs. What do I use my Google Docs for? I draft all of my emails in Google Docs. I draft my Instagram posts in Google Docs. My YouTube channel description boxes, I have them all in Google Docs. The Moneymakers program, it's launching September 16th, which is this Thursday. All of my notes about the program, all of my links about the program is a Google Doc. My YouTube notes right now that I'm sharing with you guys that says, oh, how I run my business, my favorite business tools, it's in Google Docs. All of my Money Saving Academy notes for every live I do, it's in Google Docs. Everything is in Google Docs. Why? Because I can start a Google Doc on my laptop and then open it up on my work phone or my personal phone. I can share a Google Doc with my sister. I can share a Google Doc with my virtual assistant, Erica, and we share so many things back and forth in there. And it's so simple and so easy. All of my breakdowns that you get on YouTube, they're a Google Doc. Like, Google Docs is everything. Don't get me started on Google Drive. You can upload pictures, videos. I use Google Drive to upload my podcast. I record the podcast on my phone, upload it into Google Drive. Erica edits it, okay? And then she sends it back to me for me to review it, and then she uploads it. Do I have a Google Docs? No, because you don't have a Gmail, but we're going to set you up a Gmail, and then, mommy, you will have a Google Doc. You have to have a Gmail account to have a Google Doc. And if you have like an account at gmail.com, we can get you one. But in the program, my mother signed up for the Moneymakers program, y'all. We'll set you up a Google Doc. And then Google Sheets. I was a big Excel girl in the sense of like, I used to use Excel as my lead tracking when I used to work at my 9 to 5. So I would put all my candidates in an Excel sheet. And as I contact them, I would color code it. But then once I started my business, I was like, I don't want to use Excel. And I also want to be able to look at my lead list on my laptop or my phone. So Google Sheets. It's not as robust as Excel in my opinion, but it looks and works almost the same. And I'm basic, right? I just need A plus B equals C. Boom. All right, well, if you have a Gmail, we can do a Google Doc, but we can set you up a closed by K Gmail too if you don't have one. We'll get it together, mother. And I wanted to be able to look at my lead list on my phone because I work from the car sometimes. Like if we're busy and I need to ride around and beige driving, I will be calling people from my work phone using my Google Doc on my phone, right? So I put all of my leads now. So Money Saving Academy leads, Money Making Academy leads, one-to-one leads in a Google Sheet. And then I highlight and color code them. Like I called them, I emailed them, I texted them, and then their responses and where they are in the cycle of like, okay, she said no, these 5 said yes. Okay. The Google Suite is unmatched and it's free. And I didn't even mention Google Voice, where you can get a Google Voice number and text and call people. Google is just unmatched. Okay. So shout out to Google, but I could not run my business without the Google Suite. Okay. All right. So let's dig into the last couple. And before we get into those, I want to ask you guys a couple questions. If this has been helpful for you, I want you to type yes in the chat. If this is inspiring you to start a side hustle, I want you to put money signs in the chat. If you want to make money from your side hustle, I want you to put money signs in the chat. If you're like, Crystal, I don't know how to put all this crap together, I need help, I want you to put money signs in the chat. If you want help starting your side hustle to make consistent money, you need to be in the Moneymakers program. This is my 6-month group coaching program where I'm going to help you make consistent money in your side hustle. How? We're going to cover all the topics, a lot of things that I just talked about. We're going to cover systems. We are going to cover email marketing. We're going to cover client retention. We are going to cover how to email your people, how to reach out to your people, how to find your ideal clients, how to keep your customers once you have them. We focus on getting new customers all the time, but how are you going to retain them? What are you doing? Setting up your social media, your Instagram, your YouTube, your TikTok, whatever it is, social media you decide that you're going to promote on, we're going to work through setting up a marketing plan for you. The thing about the Moneymakers Academy is that I'm going to give you all the tools. You have to show up and you have to do the work. This is not for you if you want it done for you. This is not for you if you want a get rich quick scheme. This is not for you if you do not want to go above and beyond and work. If you have a 9 to 5, you're going to be working 2 to 3 hours a day on your side hustle. If you don't have the time to put into that, this isn't for you. And lastly, if you don't want to invest in yourself, this isn't for you. I talked about how I spent $6,000 on my business coach. I've talked about the investments that I've made. I've talked about the investments that some of my clients have made. Like, if you don't want to invest in yourself, it's not for you. You have to think about the money that you can make, not the money that you're investing. Even in my Money Saving Academy, it's $32 a month, $1 a day to learn how to save hundreds. I still have women that come to me to say, I'm spending $1,000 a month on groceries for a family of 5. I don't want to spend $1,000, but I can't afford to work with you. And I sit there perplexed, like, if I'm telling you I can help you save $300 off of your 1,000 and you just have to invest 32, I'm confused, right? I'm really confused. So if you don't want to invest in yourself to get the results that you desire, I really can't help you, because everything that I'm going to teach you, I cannot teach on YouTube. I cannot teach on Instagram. I cannot teach on TikTok, right? We have got to be in a closed circuit. There's only 25 slots open in this program. And now we only have 16 left because my mama just signed up. Am I doing my math right? I think we only have 17 spots left, y'all. So, like, we're going to be very close. I'm going to be very intimate with you in the sense of, like, I'm going to be helping you, holding your hand, walking you to the promised land, but you just have to do the work. Okay. So before I go into my next favorite tool, I want to celebrate the 3 women who have decided to invest in themselves and join the Money Makers Academy. First off, we're going to welcome my childhood friend, Marquette. I'm so excited to have you inside the Money Makers Academy to help you. She has a business where she sells personalized trinkets. So she sells candles and she sold some like wall decor, and she's going to be going into selling more like health and body products. So like scrubs and stuff. So I'm excited to help her with that. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to have you in the Money Makers Academy. Let's get her up on the wall of fame. Then we're going to welcome back Rhonda. Rhonda was in the last round of the Money Makers Academy. It just ended earlier this month. And she also was in the Money Saving Academy before that. So welcome back, Rhonda. I'm really excited to work with you again for the next 6 months. Welcome, welcome, Rhonda. And then, y'all, we got to welcome the OG VIP. She always gets upset when she's like, tell those people that you learned couponing from me. She's the one that I learned couponing from, y'all. Like, she did couponing when I was a kid, right? But I took it to the next level. She don't coupon like me right now. She get her stuff from me. She do a little something, something, right? So my mother, who helped build the person that is coaching you today, my own freaking mother, has joined the Moneymakers program. My mother is a jack of all trades. She can cook, she can clean, but most importantly, she can sew. So I'm very excited that my mother is getting her stuff together, and she's going to be working on her clothing business and selling clothing, doing alterations, something that she's been doing for, like, I don't know, longer than I've been alive. She's been doing it for like 30, 35 years. She's been sewing. So I'm very excited to help my mother, who decided to go VIP with us. I'm really excited to help her grow her business. Okay. So if my mother can invest in myself, y'all, and she my mother. So if I'm 30, you know, she up there. If my mother can do it, what are you waiting for? Right? She's willing to learn. She's willing to do the work. So let's welcome my mother, Kern. She's not a Karen. She's Karen. Okay. She's not a Kern, but she is Karen. Let's welcome my mother, and she went VIP. So I'm really excited to have her. So we only have 2 VIP spots left because there's 5 VIP slots. And when you're in the VIP, oh my gosh, I forgot to say, as a VIP, you get one-on-one sessions with me. You get 1 per month. You also get a 2-day virtual retreat with me where we're going to spend like 6 hours each day together. You also get a logo created for you by my graphic designer, my sister, and you also get 30 social media graphics. She's going to create 5 graphics for you every single month for your side hustle / business. And there's one other VIP perk that I'm missing. Oh, you get access to my Create Your Side Hustle workshop that I did like 2-3 weeks ago. You get access to that replay, and that'll really help you dig deep and find a side hustle if you don't already have one. So the VIP option is there for you. There's only 2 VIP spots left. I have one young lady who's like, I want to do the VIP. She hasn't signed up yet, but there's 1 spot left. Hey, Esther girl, one day at a time. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm so excited. We got 8 ladies. The wall's filling up, and we start on Thursday, September 16th is the welcome party / orientation. I'll be going over the program, and I'll be letting you know what we're going to work on, and I'm going to be giving out homework. There's going to be pre-work that you need to do by the next time we have a call, and I'm going to be on y'all, right? Because if you don't do the work, you ain't going to get the results, okay? So let's go ahead and dig into my next favorite tool. My mother, she's so cute, y'all. She's like, I'm so excited. We're so excited to have you, Kern. So my next favorite tool, I discovered this, and shout out to the 6-figure chick. She has since passed on, right? But I learned about this program from her. Okay. She was an amazing woman. You can still go follow her Instagram. Her brother is currently running their business because it was a brother and sister team. And I learned about this from her because I knew I wanted a membership. And when I was switching from Patreon, because Patreon's fees were kind of high. So when I was switching from Patreon, I wanted something where I could run automatic payments and I didn't have to worry about it for a membership. Ooh. And hey, Esther girl, I sent you a text message today. I wanted to have automatic payments, and I did not want to have to chase people when it came to getting their monthly membership, because with Patreon, I didn't have to worry about that. With Patreon, they ran the payments and I didn't have to worry about anything at all, right? So I wanted a robust system that could do that. So I found through Cece, I found Samcart. So Samcart is my payment processor. And with Samcart, I'm able to process payments through Stripe, which is the main like payment processor that most online businesses use, and then PayPal. So if people want to pay in PayPal, they can pay in PayPal, or they can pay with their credit or debit card, and that's processed through Stripe. Okay. So with that being said, I would not be able to run my business without Samcart. Samcart schedules the automatic payments. Like when you sign up, all your information goes into Samcart. They hold your cards on file. So if you ever want to add to your order, delete things from your order, all your information is like in a Samcart profile. There's a place for me to add notes. You can set up subscriptions, 1 payment, 2 payment, 10 payments. Like it's amazing. They send out automated emails when you sign up or can't. Like I love Samcart. This is something that I do pay for. I pay $99 a month for Samcart, and then I do have to pay processing fees for Stripe and PayPal. You will learn that there are processing fees for pretty much everything. So add that into your price. Add that into your price. And I literally just was on Instagram, which is a total tangent, but I was just on Instagram because a company, a brand was asking me if I could lower my price for a sponsored video, and I was like, honestly, no, because I gotta pay all these fees. I gotta pay my team. Like the price is the price, right? Things are expensive. It's not cheap. Okay, it's not cheap. So anyway, I'm saying that to say when you have processing fees, just make sure that you add that into the price of your goods or your services so that you're not losing money. Okay, if this is making sense, let's type yes in the chat. Whoops, kicked myself out. If this is making sense, I want to see some yeses in the chat. If you're ready to make money, put some money signs in the chat. So the next thing, if you don't listen to me at all, if you don't sign up for my programs, if you don't work with me ever, the one thing I want you to know is if you're selling a product or a service, or if you're planning to sell a product or a service in the next 3 to 6 months, hell, the next year, you need to build an email list. Are you listening to me? You need to build an email list. Do you know why so many companies are like, give us your email? We want to send you emails. Email marketing is still like one of the number one ways that we make sales. I send out an email and I can typically make money. I go live and I can typically make money. But my email list is one of the only things that I own. I own KrysTheMaximizer.com and I own my email list. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, they could all be taken down today or tomorrow. I have these 30,000, 31,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have almost 22,000 followers on TikTok. TikTok's down here. I have almost 6,000. Do I have 6,000 on Instagram? I have almost 6 something on Instagram. They could be gone today or tomorrow. All my messages, everything gone because we don't own them. I only own KrysTheMaximizer.com and my email list. I don't own anything else. And I own my information in Samcart because like I pay for that, right? Y'all, if the social medias are gone today or tomorrow, you won't have any clients if that's where you get your clients. If you're someone who goes out into the field and sells face to face, if you're not collecting emails, how can you let them clients know that you have new things to sell? You have new deals. How can you reward your loyal customers? Okay, Esther, sounds good. How can you reward your loyal customers? You can't. You need an email list, and you can start an email list for free. And inside the Money Saving Academy, I'm saying the wrong one. Inside the Moneymakers Side Hustle Academy, I will go through all the email service providers. I personally use Flowdesk because it makes your emails beautiful. You can put such beautiful pictures in there, but it captures the emails. I'm able to segment out your list. So I can segment out the Money Saving Academy, the Money Makers Academy. I can segment out if you bought this, if you bought that, if you bought the Money Makers before, if you bought YouTube channel on the budget. Like all the people are segmented out, and then I can decide who do I want to send this email to specifically. The other thing with email service providers, I can see exactly who opens every email. If they open it on their laptop or if they open it on their phone, you get so much data about your customer, okay? Also, it tells you the best times to send out your emails when the most people open them. You need an email list. I use Flowdesk, but you can use MailChimp. You can use ConvertKit. You can use ActiveCampaign. There's another one that I can't think of off the top of my head, but you need an email list. These companies be emailing us 2 and 3 times a day. I don't feel bad about emailing my list once a day. You signed up. I had one woman, y'all, and I only have a couple more, but I had one woman who got so mad at me. She sent me an email, was like, get me off this email list. All you do is talk about yourself. And I was like, well, welcome to the Krys the Maximizer email list. Who did you think I was going to talk about? Who did you think I was going to talk about in the Krys the Maximizer email list? Please tell me. That's like being mad at Walmart for sharing Walmart deals. Like, you signed up for my email list. What did you expect? And then I had one woman who got really mad at me because she said I supported the vice president. And I was like, did you not see me? Did you not see that I'm the AKA? Like, what did you expect from a Black woman's business? I mean, come on now. So those people, the best thing about having my email list and owning it and having my own business is all those messages that you always wanted to send in corporate America that you couldn't send. Yeah, I'll be sending them with the quickness and with a smile on my face. And I'm like, if this gets me canceled, I deserve to be canceled. But you're not going to come up in my email inbox talking to me, right, about my business that you opted in and signed up for. I didn't sign you up for this. You said you wanted to be on the email list. If you want to unsubscribe, click the button and go about your business. But you don't got to send me something nasty and expect to get away with it. I'm going to say something back. Okay? I'm gonna say something back. And if you decide to post it all over the internet, just make sure you post it what you posted first to me, because that was disrespectful. Like, don't come for me on my email list that you signed up for. Anywho, you need an email list. You need an email list. You need an email list. So if you're already selling stuff and you got 2 customers, get their names and get their emails. I'm also getting phone numbers now because I'm going to be texting and calling you. Hi, it's Crystal from Crystal Maximizer. How you doing today? I will put on my customer service voice and I will call you. Okay? All right. So I have 2 more that are my favorite business tools that I could not run my business without. Okay? Are you ready? Next is a project management system called Trello. It is also free to use. I use Trello with my team. So for my virtual assistant, I put all of the things I want her to post. We have different Trello boards. I put them in Trello. And if I have a Google Doc, I attach the Google Doc. For my graphic designer, Erica, I put in all the posts I want her to create. So whether it's a YouTube, an Instagram story, a TikTok, whatever I want her to create, I put it in Trello. I have a board with her and I write down everything I want her to have. When it's complete, we move everything to the completed side. Business would not flow with my team without Trello. Trello is a godsend. Trello is a godsend. There's also things like Monday.com, ClickUp, and Asana. I also use Asana for myself personally, but I use Trello for my team and for our big things. Like to plan out my YouTube content, I use Trello. Like everything is planned in a Trello board, so I can open it up where on my laptop or on my phone at any moment, I can see everything in my business, okay? I realized I forgot one. Outlook email. I have a Mac. I use all things Apple. I do not like the Apple Mail on my laptop. I love the Apple Mail on my phones, but on my laptop, not so much. I have Outlook Mail, which I pay for the Office Suite for Mac. And with the Outlook Mail, what I love so much is I can put all my email inboxes in one. So all my Gmails are in Outlook. So I have my hello Gmail, I have my help, and I have my podcast all in one spot in Outlook. So I can just go to my email on Outlook on my laptop and see all my emails. And then on my phone, I have them all in Apple. So email is huge because I get so many emails and I use email so much. I need it to be organized. So I have one way for my laptop and one way for my phone to put all of my Google emails together. And before I go into the last tool, I want to just say welcome again to all of the women who have signed up for the Moneymakers Academy. And I also want to invite you, if you have questions about the Moneymakers Academy, about starting a side hustle, can you drop those questions down below for me? I'm going to do 5 minutes of Q&A, but if you could just drop all of your questions down below. If you want to sign up for the Moneymakers Academy, all you need to do is go to KrysTheMaximizer.com and click on Moneymakers Academy. I'm even going to show you guys on YouTube like how simple it is, and I'm going to walk you through the process of signing up. It's super duper simple. On TikTok and on Instagram, just go to KrysTheMaximizer.com and you can literally sign up. It's $129 a month for 6 months, and you're going to learn everything that you need to start and scale your side hustle to consistent money. Whether that's $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, whatever your consistency of money is, we're going to work towards that through these 6 months, okay? And if you're on the fence, this is the last call for alcohol. If you're like, Crystal, I think this is for me, book a call, book a call, book a call. I have free discovery calls that are happening on tomorrow and Thursday morning, but the program starts on freaking Thursday, okay? So you need to get your call in tomorrow. Let's chat for free and see if it's a good fit for you. And if it is, bada bing, bada boom, we can get you signed up, okay? All right, so my last favorite tool, actually, let me show you all the site first, and then I'll tell you my last favorite tool because it's a physical tool that's right here on my desk. Okay, so let me do a screen share. Let me pull this up, and I set up my office with 2 screens plus my laptop, so I have like 3 screens. I don't even know how to act. All right, so since more people are watching on Instagram, I'm gonna bring my phone over here and I'm going to show you guys the website while I do this. And then let me move those things. Okay. And let me do my screen share so you guys can see. All right, so to sign up, it's very, very simple. Go to my website, krysthemaximizer.com. You see how beautiful it is? Oh, this is another thing. Buying a template for the website, best thing I ever could have done versus getting a full custom website that costs us like thousands of dollars. Buying the template was the best thing I ever could have did. So there's 2 ways to get to the Moneymakers Academy. Right here, you see this big button that says Moneymakers Academy. You can go there, or you can click on Work With Me. Either way. So if you click on Moneymakers Academy, it's supposed to open in a new tab, but it doesn't. Not sure why it doesn't. But here it is. This is a 2 to 3 minute video of me talking about the Moneymakers Academy and everything. So everything that we cover inside the Moneymakers Academy, how to create your side hustle, where to find your clients, how to find your clients, making sales, keeping clients, social media and how to use it, side hustle best practices, which includes the systems and the automations that I was just showing you guys, planning, time management, mindset, and self-care, right? That's just the basics. And then everything that you get as a part of the Moneymakers Academy, you're going to get 12 group coaching calls with me, accountability with weekly journaling prompts and weekly homework. You are going to get a private Facebook group that's just for us. And then you get everything that's a part of my Money Saving Academy. So you get the best of both worlds for just $129. If you want to be a VIP, you can get a one-on-one with me every single month. You can get daily tech support with Slack. You can get a logo and 30 social media posts from my graphic designer. And then you also get a 2-day virtual retreat. Regular is $129 a month for 6 months, and VIP is $249 a month for 6 months. And y'all, I had somebody ask me this or say this earlier, and then here's a testimonial from Leah. She was just with me. And then here's a little bio about me if you want to know a little bit more about me, some Q&As if you have questions, and then go down here, pay, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so I want to say somebody, how do I turn my camera back around over here? Somebody reached out to me and they were like, oh, can I just pay for 1 month? And I'm like, no, this is a 6-month commitment. This isn't a membership. This is a 6-month program with a 6-month payment plan. So if you want to see results, if you want to make money, 1 month is not going to be enough. 1 month will barely scratch the surface of getting everything together for you to start making money in that side hustle. So it is a 6-month commitment. So sign up committing to yourself for 6 months. When's the last time you committed to yourself to do something that you've been wanting to do for 6 months? The last time I did it was with my YouTube channel. That was the most consistent I had ever been with a side hustle. And I'm getting a notification that my Money Saving Academy live is in 10 minutes. So I gotta hurry it up. So when have you been consistent? Now is the time for you to get off the fence, do the work, stop making excuses. So go to krysthemaximizer.com and sign up, okay? And if you want to chat with me, send me a message or send me an email and say, Crystal, I think it's for me. Let's chat. I have like 2 or 3 clarity calls tomorrow or discovery calls, and I have 2 or 3 on Thursday. And I even have some next week after the program starts, but they're totally okay with joining a little late. Okay, so my final tools that I use in tandem are physical tools, and I would not survive without these. These are both from Erin Condren. Could be controversial, but Erin Condren is a planner. I do have a $10 off code. If you want to get a planner, I can give you a $10 off code to get $10 off getting an Erin Condren planner. This is actually just a notebook. I call it my brain. This is where I write out all my ideas before I make them a Google Doc. This is where I created the Moneymakers Academy, like 2.0 in here, right? This is where I take notes. Everything that I need for my life is in here. And then I also have a separate notebook that I'm going to use for the Moneymakers Academy to take notes for all of the women that are in there that I'm helping. And then, my goodness, I love my Google Calendar, but I could not live without my paper daily duo planner. I love this because you get a monthly overview. But then the thing that I need the most, and I'll show you guys some of the ones that I actually wrote on, which you can see I write way too many to-dos, is it's a daily to-do, right? So you get an hourly. Let me show YouTube first. You get an hourly, and then you get a to-do list. I love this. You get an hourly, and then you get a to-do list. So what I do is I keep all my major projects and everything electronic, and then every day it's like, all right, if we're launching the Moneymakers Academy on Monday, like I am right now, we're starting Thursday. What is everything I need to do? Today we opened the Facebook group. Today we did the welcome post in the Facebook group. So I need to make sure that all the emails are going out, that everyone gets an email that the Facebook group is open. You need to get in. I need to make sure an email goes out on Thursday before our welcome party call with the Zoom link so that everyone has the link. So in here, I write down every day, what do I need to do? Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I need to write out my newsletter for today. Also, tomorrow, I need to do my Walgreens Top Deals video, right? So every day I sit down and I'm like, what is it that I need to do for the week? And then how can I make progress on it? Yes, it is an A5. I used to have the 5x7, but I decided to order the A5 this year. I love it so much better. So I love the 5x7 for my notebook and then the A5 for my daily duo. And it has 6 months. So I have this 6 months and then the other 6 months is on my shelf. So when January rolls around, I'll have January. And this is actually my day from yesterday. I put sticky notes in. One of these is because Kinsley has soccer on Mondays. So I make a sticky note of like things that I can do at soccer. I probably do like 2 out of 10, but then I just roll that list to the next day. So what questions do we have about starting a side hustle, making money in our side hustle, or the Money Makers Academy? What questions do we have? And I can check off. There's little bubbles on here to check off what you've done. So I did my YouTube live. I sent out these emails. The rest of this stuff. Oh, sign up my mother. I literally have signed up my mother on here. I need to update my money board. I have a money board over here that I like to look at every day too. What questions do we have? Now's the time for you to ask your questions. I answer all questions. So ask away. And then also, if you want to book a call with me because you want to join this program, send me an email, send me a DM on Instagram. I also want to say this. This program is not going to open like this again until next year. It's going to be more money next year, and it's going to be a longer program. It's going to be 9 months. It's going to be a bigger investment, and it's not going to be for beginners. And I'll probably do a beginner one again, but not until the middle of the year. Can you review the list again? Which list, Joya? Like the list of what's included, or let me know. Or you mean the list of my favorite things? Of course. Okay, so let's go through the list of my favorite things, and then I have to get to the Money Saving Academy. All right, so my favorite things are first my team of Ericas. I have a virtual assistant, I have a graphic designer, and I have a community manager who helps me in the Money Saving Academy. My work iPhone, could not live without it. I record all my YouTube videos and I use it to record my podcast, and I use it for like all things business to reach out to all my customers and clients. My Outlook email, because I can put all of my Gmails into one spot and answer them on my computer. Google Suite, y'all. Could not live without the damn Google Suite. So my Google Docs, my Google email, my Google Drive, and my Google Sheets could not live without the Google Suite. My business would not run without it. Samcart, I use that to process payments, to set up memberships, and to do subscriptions. Flowdesk, my email service provider. I use that to send out those beautiful emails that you guys get from me, and then also to segment out my email list so I know who likes what and who signed up where. Trello, it is a project management system that I use to organize all my big projects, to plan out my content for the month, and also to talk back and forth with my team. And then my Erin Condren notebook to brain dump everything, and then my daily planner. And the last thing, I talk about this in the Money Saving Academy a lot, and it's going to be really big in the Money Makers Academy, my journal. I journal almost every day, and I want you guys to see that it is September, and this is how much I've journaled this year. All of this is what I wrote this year. This is where I brain dump, where I pray, where I meditate, where I cuss, where I mastermind. Do you find those things in the Google Play Store? Some of them, yes, mommy, but not all of them are like apps for your phone. But some of them are in the Google Play Store. Yes, but not all of them. So those are the things that I use to run my business every day. My favorite things. But don't worry, mommy. We're going to get you together. Because, y'all, my mother signed up for the freaking VIP. If you just got here, I need you to know. My mother signed up for the VIP of the Money Makers Academy to grow her business. Amazing. I'm very, very proud of her. Because I've been trying to get her to do stuff like this for like years. And finally, she's like, I'm going to do it. And she's paying. Yes, I charge my mother. I gave her a discount. but she's paying. She is paying because you show up different when you pay for stuff. And you guys know that. When you get stuff for free, it's like, when you have to pay and you put your money into it, you show up differently. So I told her, I'm gonna give you a discount, but you are going you because she be calling me on a regular day and I just be giving her all the goodies, right? But I have to set up the Money Saving Academy live in like 3 minutes. So last call for alcohol. I have to, yes, mommy. Yes. Kimberly. Kimberly says, how long have you been couponing for? Hey, Kimberly, I said this at the beginning, but I've been couponing for 13 years. And I basically learned how to coupon a little bit from my mother because she couponed like when I was a kid. But the main way I learned how to coupon was watching extreme couponing and trial and error because I couponed in 2008 when I was in college. So I watched extreme couponing, which is completely fake, by the way, y'all. It's not real. And then I learned from trial and error in the store. I did not watch YouTube videos until like 2017, 2018. And by that point, I had been couponing for 10 years. I was seasoned by then. So I learned like new things about like how to shop at Walgreens in the sense of like when to use points and when not to use points. I learned that from YouTube, but then also I learned that from like going in the store and figuring it out. So I'm mostly self taught, like 20% from my mother, 80% from me, trial and error learning. Okay. Great question. So I'll be live again tomorrow, I believe at 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. Bring your questions. There's only 2 more days to join the Moneymakers before the welcome call. And then our first coaching call is next Tuesday. So that's really the last chance is to join next Tuesday, but you don't want to miss the welcome call. So we had 20, subtract 3, we have 17 spots left. 17. And I have like 6 or 7 calls in the next 2 days. So if you want a spot and you want to be a part of the Moneymakers Academy, it's not opening up again until 2022 and it will not be at this price point. Think about how much money you can make in the next 6 months and how you can go into 2022 with a plan, with a system all set up of making money. 2022 could be your year to blow your side hustle out the water. And then maybe you can quit your 9 to 5 in 2023. Who knows? But all I'm saying is start now with your side hustle. I learned by watching YouTube 2 or 3 years ago. A couple of YouTubers. I can hold my own at the store, but I still love it watching you because I think I'm missing things. Well, Kimberly, I'm talking about the Money Makers Academy, but I do have the Money Saving Academy. So if you feel like you have a lot of coupon questions and there's some things that you still need help with, I would love to chat with you. I'm doing free clarity calls for the Money Saving Academy as well. That's for you if you want to save up to $300 per month, but it's more than just couponing. It's budgeting, it's meal planning, and it's strategic shopping, grocery shopping. So if you want more help with saving money holistically and couponing is a facet, the Money Saving Academy would be a great fit for you. And anyone who joins the Money Makers Academy automatically gets the Money Saving Academy too. You get both when you join Money Makers. Okay? It's 8. I gotta start this Zoom, and I do not think I can run StreamYard and Zoom at the same damn time. So my friends, I will see you all tomorrow. Email me if you want more help. DM me if you want to get a call. And let's do this and let's start making this money. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.